Oh. Oh. Oh, Richard. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, go. Go, Richard, go. Yes, 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 yes. Higher. Go higher. Higher, 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 higher. Yes, yes, yes. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 What's your rush? Can't we just lay here for a minute? What do you mean you have to go? Richard, you told me you're coming over and then we're going together. That's what you said. I realize we're not together, Richard. But I'm not a whore. So you seriously just came here to sleep with me and leave? Richard! Richard! Richard, hey, it's me. Listen, I'm sorry I freaked out. I just thought we're spending the night together. Let me know if you want to come over after the party, okay? I'd still love to see you. Call me. Since I was a young girl, I remember feeling a strong mission and purpose in the world. When I was 8 years old, I distinctly remember asking myself, Rena, what is it that you need to be everything you know you are meant to be in this lifetime? And clear as day, a voice responded back and said, all you need is to believe in yourself. I don't remember when I stopped believing in myself. All I know is that right now my life is disconnected from any meaning and purpose. I'm finding meaning through sex with men, with women, through alcohol and drugs and things and people just that end up making me feel worse about myself. But I don't know what else to do, because it's better than when I'm alone and sober and this voice takes over in my head. Loser, loser, you're a fucking loser. Home alone on a Friday night in New York City, nonetheless. Jobless, living in your mom's apartment rent-free, an irresponsible, spoiled, rich brat. Without much meaning in her life and who doesn't really seem to matter to anyone. Is that right? Yeah. I mean, can you blame Richard for leaving? Really? Who wants to be with a nobody? Anyone? Nobody! 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 That's you. Don't get all up in your pity party. Shit. Come on. Come on, have another drink. Take another hit. You'll feel so much better. I promise. I can't keep doing this to myself. I need help. I remember my friend Kiri from meditation class telling me about this Russian spiritual master she started working with. I've seen her transform in front of my eyes, and she keeps telling me to do a consultation with him. I've been resistant. But honestly, right now, there is nobody else in my life I know of who can help me. And so I called her to ask about him. Rena, is everything okay? Yes. His name is Master Perun. He's very powerful, and he's in town. Go, do a consultation with him. You're ready. He can help you connect to your purpose. You have nothing to be scared of. He's kind, he's gentle. He's even young and handsome. He kind of reminds me of a Russian Jesus. Just stay as open as possible. You can trust him. The more open you are, the more you'll receive. You're making the right decision. I'm happy for you. I hope I'm making the right decision. I go downtown the next day to an apartment Master Perun is staying at to do a consultation with him. One moment, please. Hello. Please, come in. Kiri, she says very good things about you. Come, let us sit. Tell me, what will you like to focus on today? Sorry? Focus, focus. What will you like to focus on today? I want to connect to my purpose. I want to find meaning in my life. Very good. I will take some moments, connect to your aura, read your chakras. See, what are your gifts, your abilities? Maybe you feel a little bit lightheaded, it is okay. I also do energetic healing, clearing. We begin. Rina, first thing, you are really very talented. You are connected to the tantric traditions of India, to the Devadasis. Do you hear this before? Devadasi. No. Devadasi. They were the temple priestesses of India, devoting their life to God, dancing in the temples. You are a modern day Devadasi. Are you dancing? No. It is important you dance. You have strong sexual energy, but right now it is blocked. Energy is only going to your mind in circles, creating negativity, depression, addictions.
Energy, it need move. Your body, it need move. Rina, you have very powerful, beautiful eyes. It can be good. You stand in front of mirror. You see yourself as goddess, as DEVADASI. You play with hair, with body. You feel love for body. This will bring you confidence, power, self-sufficiency. Rina, next weekend, I will teach a goddess seminar. It can be very good you come. And Rina, one more time. You are really very talented. I like hearing I'm talented and powerful. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But the whole consultation was a little strange, including Master Perun. I mean, I've never heard about this stuff before. Tantra, DEVADASI, the goddess. I'm a political activist. I have my master's in international political economy. Our world is going up in flames, and I want to do something about it, and he's telling me to dance, to play with myself. I mean, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, I get home later that night, and I'm standing in front of the mirror, and something has shifted. It's like this weight has been taken off of me. And before I know it, I actually want to start moving my hips. I want to start playing with my hair. I mean, I don't know how this is going to connect me to my purpose or what it's going to do, period. But it feels good. Something really starts to shift. It's like an energy is moving me. It feels ancient and cosmic. It feels like a snake. But a seed that must be watered, nurtured, and carefully taken care of. No idea where that came from. But it was fierce. And it came through me. Kiri's right. Master Perun is really powerful. And so I go and do the goddess seminar the next weekend. Namaste, goddesses. Today, we do very special practice, Osho dynamic meditation, raising Shakti, Kundalini from Muladhara, base of spine, to Sahasrara, crown chakra. This is path of Tantra. Now just relax body, do some breathings. I will play music and guide. From Muladhara, base of spine, feel body strong, stable. You see the color red, you are like a mountain, you are strong. And energy rise to Vishuddha, to lower belly, and you are fluid. Your movements are like the ocean. You are passionate, sensual. You awake to your desire. Yes, Nina, very good. And energy rise to Manipura. You are on fire. You are like the sun, powerful, strong, active. You are a leader. You go to your purpose. And energy rise to Anahata. And you open to divine power. You open to love. Yes, Nina. And energy rise to Vishuddha. And you are creative, inspired. Every movement is new. You are like a child. And energy rise to Ajna. And you see your whole purpose. You are focused, going, concentrated to your purpose. And energy rise to Sahasrara. And you merge with divine power. After the seminar ends, Master Perun comes up to me. Devadasi, how do you feel? I don't know. It just got so hot. And I saw black and red. And it's like my whole life flashed before my eyes, and then nothing. Emptiness. Death. But it wasn't scary. It felt like love. It felt like a mother's love. But it wasn't just human. Was it the goddess? What's happening? It is still happening. You are transforming, awakening to your essence, to the divine. You look very beautiful, Devadasi. I feel like we've known each other before. Yes, we spent many lifetimes together. In India? Yes, in the tantric temples. You were Devadasi, dancing, and I was Shiva. I am still Shiva. And I am Shakti. You are learning. Shiva and Shakti together are very powerful. Master Perun takes me home after the seminar. He comes upstairs. We eat cheese and steak and talk about this wild experience I just had, a Kundalini awakening. And by now, I feel so alive and turned on. Devadasi, I can teach you some more things. How to develop your sexual energy. Master Perun goes on to tell me that in the tantric tradition, sexual energy is directed towards our spiritual awakening and development, and that right now my sexual energy is being wasted
on sex with unworthy partners, but that he can teach me how to direct my sexual energy towards my purpose, which I want so badly, towards my spiritual awakening, towards my creativity, towards my beauty. I mean, it sounds amazing, especially if it means we're having sex. How does this work for me to develop my sexual energy? There is special tantric initiation, very ancient energy of spiritual masters. I can give you this initiation, then we practice tantra together. This definitely means sex. I mean, what else could it mean? Practice tantra together. I tell him I would like the initiation now, tonight, preferably all night. But he says to me, Rina, next month, I will go to Russia to teach a big seminar on Tantra. It can be very good you come, and better we do initiation there. It will be, wow, so powerful. Russia? Siberia? Siberia? In the middle of winter? My mom's never gonna let me go. You tell her you are falling in love with the Siberian mom. Am I? If you want, it is up to you. I do, I want. I tell Master Perun I want to go to Russia. He pulls me in and we kiss. And I fall asleep wrapped in his arms. And the next morning, for the first time in so long, I wake up feeling safe and actually happy to start the day. This voice that I hear that tells me I'm nothing, that I don't matter, I don't hear it anymore. And as the days turn into weeks, I stop drinking. I stop partying so much. I stop hanging out with people who aren't good for me. And now I'm dancing a lot. I'm doing martial arts and yoga for the first time. And now, whenever Master Perun is in town, he stays with me. And we get closer and closer. And it feels so right. And before I know it, I'm on my way to Siberia. To get the tantric initiation from the Russian Jesus. Plane number 1, JFK to Moscow, 10 hours long. I can't wait for the initiation. I can't wait for the initiation. I cannot wait for the initiation. Plane number 2, Moscow to Barnaul, Siberia, another 4 hours long. Are we going to be sharing a room? Are we going to be sharing a room? I wonder if we're going to be sleeping in the same bed. Van ride through the mountains, another 2 hours long. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love. A total of 16 hours later, I arrive at the center. New York City anymore. Oh, thank God there's Master Perun. What is he wearing? Is that a hooded silk robe? He looks so official. I mean, he still looks really handsome. I guess all the women standing around him must think so too.
He doesn't see me, so. Hi, Master Perun. Rina, you arrived. You must be tired. A little. It's good to see you. Yes. Maybe you go to your room. Rest. I have many things to do now. But we will meet for dinner in 1 hour. And then have some special yoga class before sleep. Katerina will take you to your room. We meet soon. What just happened? He was acting like he didn't even know me. Katerina takes me to my room. I can't believe I actually thought we were going to be sharing a room. This is what I do. I create these fantasies in my head that I think are going to come true, and they don't come true, and then I just feel like I'm so stupid. You feel so stupid because you are so stupid, you fucking moron. I mean, you actually thought a spiritual master is going to share a room with a nobody like you? God. I mean, did you see all those beautiful women? I wonder how many he's giving initiations to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 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 He cares about me. He told me. We have a special connection. He's just busy. I'm sure I'm going to see him at dinner. Well, we're probably going to be sitting next to each other. Wow! You really are pathetic, aren't you? I kind of feel bad for you. You know what? I don't know why you're here. You're just a big bully. I don't have time for this. I need to get ready for dinner. I really don't know why you're here. Kali. Master Perun gave me the statue of the goddess Kali. He told me that I need her, that she helps to build strength and confidence. He told me she's the goddess of fury, and she helps to cut away negativity. He taught me this practice called the Kali cutting practice, where I imagine my arms are like her swords, and that whenever I hear this voice, I can just cut it away. Ha! You can't cut me away, you fucking... Ha! You cannot cut me away! I own you! Ha! I'm ready for dinner. But when I get to the dining hall, Master Perun isn't there. It's filled with women, beautiful Russian women, all of whom seem to know each other and are having a great time. I can barely eat. I can't converse with anyone. All I can think about is Master Perun and where he's at and when I'm going to see him and praying I'm going to see him at yoga. I have to. He's teaching. But when I get to yoga, he's not teaching. He's not there. And it's all in Russian. And I have no idea how I got here. I excuse myself from the class, saying I have to use the bathroom, but I have no intention of returning. And on my way back to my room, I run into Master Perun. Master Perun, where have you been? We need to talk. I don't understand what's happening here. I've barely seen you. I don't know anyone. Everything's in Russian. I don't belong here. I want to go home. Rina, calm down. You are just getting used to the energy here. It is very strong energy. Already process of healing and transformation is happening. It is okay. It doesn't feel okay. You're acting like you barely know me. Rina, I am just busy. You need to rest. When are we doing the initiation? Let us see. We're doing the initiation, right? Let us see. What do you mean, let's see? That's the whole reason I came here. Rina, I cannot do initiation with you in this state. It will be very damaging for you. Rina, it is important you know I am teacher. I am not partner. There is love between us, but I do not attach like a partner. I don't understand. You are attaching too much. Our connection is a spiritual one. We will never be couple. Do you have this with other women? Are you giving initiations to other women here? Rina, do not create scandals. You are thinking too much. I will arrange private lesson with Priestess of Shambhala tomorrow. She is very strong woman. She will help you connect to your power. This is what you need. I need you too. Yes, Devadasi. We will be together, but in the right way, when you are strong. Now go, rest. Prepare for your lesson with Priestess tomorrow. I hope the lesson makes me feel better. I know that the Priestess is so revered in this school. And every time I've seen her in pictures, she's beautiful. Her makeup is flawless. She's adorned perfectly. And I know she's going to expect the same from me. Master Perun tells me that we have all the chakras, the energetic centers in our face. And that when we apply makeup there, it energizes those centers. Like our eyes are connected to our heart and are considered the gateway to the soul. He said that in ancient times, the priestesses in the temples would apply black eyeliner for spiritual power and protection. He told me that our lips are connected to our sensual center. And so a little red lipstick goes a long way. You know where. He told me that in ancient times they would say women with the brightest eyes were considered the most wise, and women with the brightest lips were considered the most sensual. And in this school, we do both, because we're considered both wise and sensual. I do feel better. And I'm ready to go meet the Priestess. I'm escorted over to her quarters.
Свою вдохну вечную
real DEVADASI. Do you feel this? Today we work, so you feel real DEVADASI. Temple, priestess. Rina, first lesson, very important. Woman, she carry all her power, Shakti, here, in lower belly. Here. It's like a big ocean. Yes. What do ocean do? Ocean move. Ocean have way. And like this, woman, she must always move from here. Yes, when she is standing, when she is walking, when she is talking, it is coming from here. And like this, woman, she become big magnetic power, drawing all things to her. This is power of Shakti. You see Cleopatra? Cleopatra. She have her Shakti developed so high, so subtle. Cleopatra. She was great queen. She was great priestess. She was great leader. She was great seductress. Patriarchy. It makes seduction bad. Why? Because woman, she have big sexual power, but it scars the man who has very repressed sexuality. But it was not like this in ancient times. No. Man and woman, they understood. Seduction is natural expression of feminine energy. You understand? And like this, woman, she knew how to play, how to create herself, how to create her reality, how to flirt and attract any man she desire. Rina, you have very powerful, mysterious eyes. It is good you develop your eyes. Not to be looking hard, like this. No. But to be soft, to be gentle, to sometimes be passionate, to sometimes be shy, to sometimes be flirtatious. So like this, when you see a man, you can flirt. You look away. You look away. You look him up and down. You play with hair, with body, you direct his attention to where you desire him to look. You look away. And like this, it intrigues the man to come towards the woman, to know her more. But when he comes, it is very important you act shy, innocent, like you don't need nothing. Me? No. But body must say yes. woman diamonds, rubies, anything she desires. It is so good. Rina, what is wrong? Why do you look like this? It seems dishonest. Dishonest? What is dishonest? It is not dishonest. Rina, woman is goddess. And right now, man is treating her like a beggar. This is dishonest. Man, he has forgotten how to give to a woman. But woman cannot be like nag. Saying gimme, 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 nah, 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 no. Woman must inspire man to give naturally from his heart. Rina. Right now, you have big sexual energy, but it is blocked. You are acting like a good little girl. You must practice art of seduction. I think it can be very good practice for you to try to seduce Master Perun to give you the initiation. What do you think? She's right. I've been acting like a good little girl. A needy little girl. Needy. For Master Perun's undivided attention. But that's not what he wants. He wants to be with a woman. I'm not going to beg him for the initiation. I'm going to seduce him. And so later that night, after everyone has gone to sleep, it's dark, it's quiet, I go up to Master Perun's room. And when I get there he is, sitting in the candlelight, waiting for me, with a big smile on his face. After the initiation, I wake up to this ancient remembrance of how intimately connected my sexuality and spirituality are. And this is what I want to share with women and the world. Shortly after I return back to the US, I feel called to Los Angeles. I can feel the goddess vibe out here. And so I fly out here. And when I get here, everything synchronistically aligns. I feel connected to my purpose in a way that I never have before. I start teaching. I advertise a class on sensuality, and within 2 days, 30 women register. I start speaking my mind. I attend a feminist conference called Sister Giant, organized by Marianne Williamson. And at the conference, they're screening the movie Iron-Jawed Angels, in which the actress Hilary Swank plays a leader of the suffragist movement, giving women the right to vote. After the movie, there's a panel discussion in which a feminist scholar speaks from the stage. You know, that movie was just wonderful. Except for that one scene where Hilary Swank is masturbating in the bathtub. I mean, that was just distasteful and irrelevant, if you ask me. Can I respond to that, please? I actually think that scene is very relevant. You know, our economic and political systems are built on patriarchy, on the shaming and exploitation of women's bodies and sexuality. The root cause of our disempowerment is simply being a woman in a woman's body. And now you're telling me it's shameful and distasteful to pleasure myself, to find love and power in my body? That's not feminism. That's patriarchy. Until we as women know and feel that the source of our power is within our own bodies, and dare I say, erotic nature, we will never know full empowerment and liberation. Fuck yeah! Because it goes so well out here in Los Angeles, I move out here. I start helping Master Perun to build his teachings, and I start teaching regularly. Great work today, goddesses. You all look so beautiful and radiant. We are so lucky to be women, and it's important we celebrate ourselves and that we keep developing. Which is why I'm so excited to tell you about a spiritual master who's visiting LA next weekend to teach a seminar on Tantra. He's my teacher. He has transformed my life and the life of thousands of people around the world, and I'm so excited to bring him here to you. Master Perun visits Los Angeles about 2 weeks out of the month. And it's my job to organize seminars, workshops, meetings for him. And in exchange, I get to practice Tantra with him, which keeps me satisfied and helps me to keep transforming my energy. Because I'm so in love with him, I want everybody to come to the workshop next weekend. Monday, I'm at a Tantra class, and I pass out cards letting everybody know about the workshop with Master Perun. Tuesday, I'm at a dance class, and I pass out cards letting everybody know about the workshop with Master Perun. Wednesday, I'm at a goddess event, and I pass out cards letting everybody know about the workshop with Master Perun. Thursday, I'm at a women's entrepreneurial event, and I pass out cards letting everybody know about the workshop with Master Perun. Friday, I'm at a I don't even know what, and I pass out cards letting everybody know about the workshop with Master Perun. Saturday comes. He lands. We practice Tantra. I'm refueled with energy and ready for the workshop, to which I've gathered 25 women to. God. He looks so good teaching there. Why isn't he paying attention to me? He's fascinated by a really skinny blonde girl with big boobs. It's like he's teaching class to her and her boobs. I know what he's doing. He's eyeing her to give her the initiation and practice Tantra with her. As the months go on, Master Perun starts courting more and more women right in front of me, many of whom have become my friends and have been coming to my classes. He tells me that this is how it's supposed to work, that I should see these women as my sisters and have their spiritual development and best interest in mind rather than getting jealous. But it becomes so hard. And then one night, he says to me, Rina, tomorrow, I will give Suzanne a tantric initiation. Maybe we can do in the second bedroom of your home. Better you go somewhere, not to be disturbed. What? You're gonna have sex with another woman in my house? It is not just sex. And why not? I am giving you a lot of energy. You think you are the only one who deserves this. Jealousy is making your energy very low and ugly. I do not want to be with you when you are like this. Your stomach is getting fat. Your hair is boring. Same look every day. Do something to inspire me to be with you. You are a goddess. Remember yourself. But I can't remember myself. Without Master Perun physically by my side, I just feel lost and empty. Nothing matters to me. Not my body, not my purpose, nothing. And as I get more desperate for his attention, he gets more distant and cold. And by now, I have isolated myself from family, friends, community. And when things get really bad, I don't feel I can turn to anyone else but Master Perun. And it becomes this endless cycle as he tells me to do more practices, more dancing, more martial arts, more running on the beach, more healings, more sessions with the priestess, more trips to Russia, more, as I spend more and more money. And now more and more time organizing things for him, playing even more of a leadership role just so I can be close to him. So I can be the one he practices Tantra with the most, despite any other woman he's with. But after we practice, and I experience such intensity, he immediately emotionally withdraws. And I feel like I've done something wrong. You did it again, huh? You drove him away with your jealousy and neediness. Can't you do anything right? I mean, seriously, can't you fucking do anything right? You know what your problem is? You're narcissistic. You think the world revolves around you. You think Master Perun should only be giving you attention. Did you forget you're a fucking nobody? Did you? You're like his tag-along dog, begging for his attention. And you are teaching women how to be empowered. You're a fucking fraud. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? You're a fucking fraud. I almost go back to drinking, but I don't. I don't do much of anything except lay in bed, hoping it will all go away. And then one night, Kali comes to me in a dream, and she stirs something deep inside of me. After the initiation, it was I who came to you. After your Kundalini awakening, it was I who came to you. You are not a Devadasi because of him. He called you a goddess and turned you into his whore. And this is not the first lifetime it has happened, but it can be the last. It is up to you. It is time for you to take up the sword. You want to fulfill your mission in this lifetime. You start by cutting him out of your life. Take back your power. It's time. It's like a bolt of lightning that wakes me up. What was once an empowering connection with Master Peru now leaves me increasingly powerless. He's in town, staying with me, as he always does, out with my car, which becomes his car whenever he's in town. He was supposed to be back 2 hours ago. His phone is off, which means he's probably with another woman. He's back. Where have you been? You know what? Haroon. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. You sleeping with God knows how many women, it is not working for me. Rina, how many times I tell you? We have special connection. These other women, they do not matter. I have love for you. Love. Love? This isn't love. This is sex. I am in the same situation now that I have been in my whole life, mistaking sex for love. And this time, with a spiritual master. A master of manipulation and lies, Haroon. Telling me you're filling me with energy. That you're connecting me to the divine when we practice Tantra. You know as well as I do, that is my energy and that is my direct connection to the divine. My body, it is sacred. I am a goddess. And I deserve love and respect. And I deserve a whole lot fucking more than you. Put my keys on the table, Haroon, and get the fuck out of my house!
Shranam Hare
Thank you.
Thank you. So I want to give I thank you really for being here on such a special night, the new moon, such a Kali night, very auspicious. And I want to thank Christina Dunbar, the director of the show. I want to thank Georgianne Cohen, who is just like a Kali angel. To Felicia and Ben, who have been helping me do all the ticketing and logistical stuff and have been with me through the cult and the journey and have Thank you. And to Pam Knowles, the master tech Kali woman. Thank you. And thank you all. I'm really touched by everyone's presence tonight. I don't know what time it is, but
We're good on time.
We're good on
At
time.
least 10 minutes.
Okay, so I always love to do this. If there's anything anyone wants to share, I would love to hear from you. Or, yeah, anything.
Rena, I have a question for you. Because I met you earlier.
Yeah.
How do you feel now about the interplay between masculine and feminine energies? I was staying with another teacher, and she says that she's kind of beyond those words, and she more talks about being young and authenticity rather than how men are supposed to behave in their masculine energy and women are supposed to behave in their feminine energy. Supposed to, you know what I mean? Like they're responsible. So how do you feel about that now, having gone through everything that we've been through, knowing that we are naturally feminine or masculine? So how do you feel about that now?
You know, I have to say, I don't know if I feel a certain way about it. I have a lot since the cult. There has been such a deconditioning, a patriarchal deconditioning that has come through Kali, who most people, and even when I was in the cult, would not say is the feminine, you know? And so for me, I'm not so much in like that binary languaging of feminine and masculine, especially for me being in devotion to a goddess Kali. And I know, Kali is with Shiva always, which is union, Shiva and Shakti, feminine and masculine. But I even in my own sexuality, I just feel there's so much fluidity. I have not really, not like hard and fast on this is masculine and feminine. But for sure the conditioning in the cult was very much in a patriarchal, this is feminine. This like the priestess, So to just move past that has been like, thank God, like that, yeah. Hi, Molly.
Thank you. It's so beautiful to see like your embodiment of your story. Nice to hear you. So my question is about your preparation for the show, creating the show, and how you integrated your actual spiritual practice, your devotional practice with rehearsal and the creation of the show and all of that.
The creative process for me is very spiritual. Like so I have a temple room in my home, and that's where I create, I write, I dance, I pull through, you know, the characters. So it's always kind of within this sacred space for me. And a lot of listening, a lot of, you know, I had to stop traditional practice, spiritual practice, because it's so kind of direct for me in the creative process. And I'm learning, you know, that's what it's really every performance and the creation, it's been like a listening and learning and reclaiming my direct relationship with the goddess, with Kali, and trusting that what is meant to come through will come through, you know. And within that, like getting reacquainted with my body, working with dreams also, for sure, you know, like, and I work with images and symbols, and what was really coming through from the beginning, and it continues to, is the serpent and the sword. And so just like following where that is and how that is in my body and where it's coming through in the show. And I feel like every performance too is a learning. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Mary.
So my understanding, this is your first time doing performance. Do you have any, like, how did you get to this next step, and what's next for you now that you've done your first solo show?
What's next?
And how did you get, this is not part of your background and your training, it is.
I know, it's
Right?
yeah, it has been a mystical journey of getting into the creative path. It has, you know, in the summer solstice of 2013, I got this message. It was after a workshop with Vajrama, a tantric dance of feminine power workshop, and the goddess Isis, you know, started coming to me, and then I just got this message I needed to start acting, and then I did my first, with Christina, my first 10-minute piece, and then I was writing. My creative journey came from there, and then I was writing a play, and then I got to a point in the play where I realized I needed to tell my own story because I still hadn't healed this. I hadn't, you know, healed what had happened to me, or I hadn't revealed it, and I needed to talk about it and get it out there. And you know, it was a secret that I didn't even know I was keeping. So I was blocked in my other creative life until I did this. And then I don't know. I'm not sure. I really am listening to what's next. I am going to do another performance here in July. I just found out. So, you know, seeing where this goes, and then just really listening to where it wants to, where Kali wants to take it. Yeah.
Can I say something? No. I
Yeah.
You can see that.
I cannot.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I really appreciated how you, first of all, it was like witnessing a tantric dance many times, even like the breath stretch. It was, and what you did with the cult, you didn't oversimplify things and make it just this pure victimization. Like, she was beguiling. The characters that you showed us were not just they weren't caricatures. So I really appreciated that. I mean, Varun was intoxicating, the way that you delivered him and the way that you revealed her, what she was telling you. It was not devoid of truth. It was very rich with truth, with something that was missing that you revealed to us in the play. Mm-hmm. So for me, that's the payoff. It's like, whoa. So when you finally owned, I mean, I got a deeper transmission in my body I heard the voices of all women speaking when you said that to Karun. You were speaking to the masculine, and it was powerful. It's not outside of your body. That's the whole beautiful mystery. And there's no difference. We're witnessing her on the wall and her right in front of us. So that was part of what I got out of it. So
Oh my goodness. Thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank you. Pam or Ben, or can you turn those lights off and have the house lights on,
Sure.
please? So I can see him. Oh my gosh. Hi! Holy shit!
Hi, Saria. Hi, Rena. Lovely to see you on stage. Congratulations on joining the solo show family.
Yay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So my question comes from, working in solo theater for a while, and seeing how the process continues to unfold for me. Do you get the sense that this is the final iteration of this piece? No. So
No.
to piggyback on what the gentleman up top was saying, one of the things that for me is central in this story is the irony of you coming into a really intense place of your power through an experience that was taking away your power. And that irony is very present right now, but I feel like that's something that you can dive into more, whether that's, in writing or in, just being inside solo shows, like they work on you.
Yeah.
My show's been working on me for years, and so I just invite you to really, touch that irony in as many ways as you can. Because I think that's an element that makes the story very universal. Because we all have irony that shows up in our lives in different ways, And so that's very rich. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the paradox
Yeah.
of life. And I know in the tantric traditions, right, they say the goddess brings the wound and she takes the wound away. And it was in retrospect, I needed to have this experience to get out of this experience and have a show and so yeah, for sure.
That's what makes it universal. Is that irony is what makes it interesting. It's what makes it, I think, able to be accessed by a wide range of human beings. Does that? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Tanya. Okay. Hi, Lori.
So beautiful. I just want to speak to just kind of dovetail what Taylor just said. And for me, so much was so prolific, so powerful. And I loved how you portrayed the struggle with yourself between you fucking loser. Because that powerless place of, oh my God, the holes in me, the leaks in me, you fucking loser. And how you I love the way you expanded on that and really illustrated the struggle about the voice of both of those polarities and how you were just quiet it. But you didn't just quiet it, it was quite a process to the soul, to the heart, and then to the addiction to the sexual adrenaline. And it's always about giving up our power. And I deeply respected that you really expanded on that in a way that spoke to me deeply. Because that voice was with you always. Fucking loser. So there was this falsity about you that
Yeah, and it's very powerful to be witnessed, you know, in this story. It's been very healing to be witnessed, and that's, yeah, it's a transformative process, and it keeps transforming, but to like name that voice, you know, this patriarchal, this voice that comes from patriarchy of like, you're nothing, you're not, that's been there way before the cult.
Before we came. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, that's been inherited,
Yeah.
and then
And the collective in it knocks us around a lot more powerfully than we.
then we realize until we are able to be conscious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
So I've been wanting to see your show for a while. And so my question, I don't know if it's a question, I think this is mostly a conversation that I would want to have with you later on in private, and I don't know when we would do that because it's LA and everything's so busy. So as I was watching you tell the story and feeling like there's all these elements in the story that almost any woman in this audience could relate to. And, you know, just the connection to the yogic wisdoms and the ancient philosophies of India and all this esoteric knowledge. And I feel like that any gender can connect to. I feel like we all as a collective have been exploring these concepts, right, of esoteric knowledge. But the one thing that kept sticking up for me was like, oh my goodness, like how do we, you know, how am I going to teach my nieces about the Russian cult masters out there that they should watch out for? And so I guess the question that I'm asking you is, how do you feel that you telling the story in such a spiritually evocative way and such a way that can cause evolution, how do you feel that your story is changing the trajectory of human sexuality?
Of human sexuality? Well, you know, I feel that, so yeah, I mean, my background is in political activism and organizing, and when I say like I've felt a strong mission and purpose, it has always been like change in the world, you know, and I feel where the evolution of that, where it has taken me, is to understand that I really, you know, and I was also very influenced by Gandhi when I was growing up in my family, and like, I mean, it's gonna sound like taboo, but it's to be the change. And I feel like for me, the greatest change and evolution I can do is to continue to reclaim my power. And in doing that, hope, you know, the spreading that, hoping that that will inspire and shift things for other women, men, shift the collective, but to really be living in, connected in my soul, it's my soul's journey and purpose. And I feel that this is, you know, for everyone, if we were able to really be in our dharma, then it would, our life, our world would be changing, and very, you know, like I'm with so much with, like my work in the past and now is so much related to women's empowerment, and I do feel as women, the more we're doing that, you know, just it builds that force field. Does that answer the question? But you know, like, but and to just come to the point of understanding that like that sexuality and spirituality is sacred. I mean, that is still something so, even in India, you know, it's like it's been forgotten by so, you know. So if I can be in that, in the power of that, and then go and share, you know, that's how I feel I can change things. Thank you.